What's going on, my friends? I'm Rolando, the board dad.
And I'm being forced to do this.
Hey.
Whoa.
Man, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I need to stop rising.
And he's...
Bored.
But your name?
Oh, Redfurd. I don't know why we have to say this every time. Plus, you put those goofy graphics with our names anyways.
Are you done?
Actually... What?
Look, I think you're gonna like reviewing this one. It's Red Rising from Stonemaier Games.
Why would I like it?
Well, you know, Red Rising?
No, I don't get it.
Well, anyway, this game is designed by Alexander Schmidt and Jamey Stegmaier. It plays 1 to 6 players. It has a great solo mode, which we'll talk about in a sec. And you know what, Redford? This is actually your first Stonemaier Games review.
It is?
Yeah, because the first one I did, you didn't exist yet.
Whoa. So you guys are over 3,000 years old too?
No.
Can I say hi to Mr. Stegmaier?
Sure, but he's not gonna see it.
Oh no, is he blind?
No, but he doesn't watch reviews to his games.
Oh, but then how does he know if they're any good?
He just knows.
Whoa. Powers!
Okay, so let's check out the game, shall we? That's what we're here for.
Fine.
The first thing many people say about Red Rising is...
It's a Fantasy Realms remake.
Hey, that was actually... How did you know that?
I read it off the script.
Okay, but having never played Fantasy Realms, I'm going to come at it fresh. So I'll say up front that I've never
really reached my full potential.
Read any of the Red Rising books. Okay, so let's get to the game. Here it is, all set up.
Whoa.
Now, first thing you'll notice is there's a ton of cards in this game.
Does that make it a heavy game?
Oh, I get it, because there's a ton of cards.
No, because of its complexity. You see, you didn't get a rim shot. 'Cause I'm cooler.
The cards are different colors, representing the different houses in the story. Players will choose a house and take the player pieces in that color.
Like Monopoly? Whoa!
No, not like that. Not like that.
Oh.
No, not those kind of houses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although there is a greenhouse.
Don't say that.
Each house comes with a special ability. There are 4 main sections on the board. Jupiter, which lets you advance on the fleet track. Mars, which gains you helium tokens.
Red planet.
Luna,
Luna,
which lets you control the sovereign token. And the Institute, which lets you place influence tokens in it.
The Institute.
Now this is important because the game end is triggered when any combination of players have 7 or more helium tokens,
7
or more influence cubes in the Institute,
7
and reach 7 or more on the fleet track.
7.
Or if one player meets 2 of these conditions by themselves,
2.
That also triggers the game end. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of the game.
No, Chief. Remember the doctor said you need to lay off that stuff.
I mean, meat and potatoes means let's get to the core of the game, what you're actually going to be doing so that you can do the things we just described.
Huh?
Everyone starts with 5 character cards. All cards will be drawn from the central deck.
That's a lot of cards.
I said that already. Haven't you been paying attention?
Of course I have. Not.
Since this is a hand management combo building game, you'll be playing a card to a spot on the board and activating that card's benefit. So on your turn, you will either lead or scout. You got that?
Yeah.
On your turn, you'll either
lead or pout.
Scout.
Pout.
Got it. Lead means you will choose a card from your hand.
Right.
Deploy it face up on any location. And if you can, trigger the deploy ability printed on it. It's designated by this icon.
Ooh.
Then you take the top card from a location you did not deploy to this turn and gain that location's bonus. which again are...
If you take from Jupiter, you move your fleet marker once up the fleet track. If you take from Mars, you take a helium token. If you take from Luna, you gain the sovereign token. What does that do?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So the sovereign token triggers the bonus on your house tile.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And what's the bonus for taking a card from the Institute?
You get institutionalized.
No. You place one of your influence cubes in the Institute.
Same thing, potato, tomato. I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if I don't want to take a card from any location?
You are
A
sharp.
genius. Amazing.
You are
Handsome.
sharp. You are sharp. Then you take the top card from the deck, roll the red rising die, and gain the resulting bonus on the die.
Ah, that's cool. I have a question.
Yes?
Is the red rising die red?
Oh, that's actually a great question, but no, the red rising die is white. Wait, come back.
Why? Why should I? That's a missed opportunity.
Talk to Mr. Stegmaier.
No, it's okay.
These cards all have endgame point values
I love
on.
that movie.
What movie?
Endgame.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too.
Nerd.
As I was saying, these cards all have endgame point values on them, and some have endgame bonuses printed on the bottom.
Like Infinity War.
It's important to manage your hand so that you're not only advancing on the tracks, but also have a good hand at the end of the game.
I think my hands are pretty good. Just no fingers that are visible.
I mean your hand of cards.
Right.
That being said, if you're pretty satisfied with your hand of cards, then you can take the scout action.
Right. Pout. Oh, my hands are so tiny.
To do this, you reveal the top card of the deck and place it on any location.
You mean deploy?
No. This is an important distinction. So when you take the scout action, you draw a card from the deck and you place it.
So scouts are nearing extinction? Why not deploy?
Because when you place a card, like in the scout action, you don't trigger the deploy ability on the card.
Oh, what about the location bonus?
Yeah, the location bonus, you do gain it.
Oh,
Pretty cool, right? So when you take a scout action, you place the card in a location, gaining the location bonus, but not the card's deployability. And you get to keep your hand intact.
Oh, I don't want my hands to break.
So on your next turns, again, you can either take a lead action if something shows up that catches your eye, or you can take the scout action and keep your hand and continue gaining bonuses that will let you keep advancing on the tracks and doing the other stuff that will trigger the game end. So play continues this way until, again, the 3 endgame conditions are met by any combination of players.
Any.
And they are
7.
Or more helium tokens.
7.
Or more influence on the Institute.
7.
Or more on the fleet track.
Or 2 conditions are met by the same player.
Very well said. I couldn't have said it better myself, Redfurd.
Well, yes, you could have, because you're the one who wrote the script.
So when that happens, you finish the round, and then you move on to final scoring.
Oh.
So final scoring is performed in this order, and it's important to follow this order.
1.
Wait, you're getting ahead of me.
2.
Now you're way ahead of me.
0.
So final scoring is done in this order.
1.
Score at end of game abilities on the cards.
2.
Score the core value of each card and any end game bonuses.
3.
Score points based on your position on the fleet track.
4.
Score 3 points per helium token you have.
5.
10 points if you control the sovereign token.
6.
The player with the most influence cubes in the Institute gains 4 points per cube of their color. The second most gains 2 points per cube of their color, and everyone else 1 point per cube of their color. Redfurd.
7!
For each card in your hand over 7, lose 10 points.
10!
No, we're done.
Oh, you're right. 8!
Highest score.
9!
You done?
I need to get to 10.
Okay, go.
10! Done.
Highest score.
11! Sorry, Chief. Now I need to get to 20.
No. We want to keep this short.
Well, at least I didn't say 100. Oh, whoops.
Highest score after totaling everything wins. So what do we think about Red Rising? Well, let's get the obvious out of the way. This game is
About me.
not about Redfurd.
Oh.
I know opinion is divided on this game. You know, some love it, some don't love it.
Others despise it. What side are we on, Chief?
Do I have to pick a side?
Yes, now join the army.
Okay, so I did like Red Rising. Again, not having played Fantasy Realms, I have nothing to compare it to.
What?
But I enjoyed my time playing it. Now, I do agree with others that have said that the theme doesn't really do much here. I mean, it could really be anything.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or...
Yeah, we get the picture. We get the picture. You're right, but you're right. Yeah. Now, the art and the components are really nice. The character cards look good. Not sure you'll be drawn to any of these characters if you don't know them from the books. But if you do, it might be nice to put a face to the names.
Yeah.
You know? Now, the helium tokens are cool.
Oh, so if you eat the little tokens, you get the squeaky voice. You go, hum. And then you get the squeaky voice.
Let me hear your squeaky voice.
I don't have a squeaky voice.
All right, don't eat the helium tokens. The cubes are fine as well. One thing I will say is this doesn't suffer from the collector's edition issue of the yellow and gold cubes being hard to distinguish.
I just suffer.
So here's an example. Here's a look at the two versions side by side. The yellow and gold cubes from the collector's edition and the yellow and gold cubes from the retail edition, which is the one we're reviewing. Another thing you will miss, but not miss,
is me.
About the collector's edition is the card stands. I find that they kind of fall over a lot, is slightly bumped. So this retail version doesn't come with them, and that's okay with me.
Wow.
Gameplay is good too.
Is it really?
At first I found the insane amount of cards a little bit overwhelming. There's also a lot of reading to get used to the cards and their abilities, but after a few plays, it was smooth sailing.
Smooth like an ocean of syrup. Maple syrup.
You'll start to see similarities between the abilities and some repetition as well, which is, not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
A good thing about having so many cards is that the combos will vary.
Combo Clash. That's a different game, though.
No, not that kind of combo.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a different game.
It is a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
So the combos will vary from game to game. So going in, you have no idea what will happen.
Yeah, it could be a vulture.
No, that's a different game. Different game.
Oh.
Focus.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
No.
So because there's so many cards, you don't know what's going to come out during, your specific game.
Nope.
So you'll have to come up with a strategy as you play and adjust for what you get, or most likely for what you don't get.
Yep.
Certain cards coming out. A bad thing about having so many cards is that at low player counts, you may never get the cards you need. Yeah. So I can see how at higher counts it would be better, since you will cycle through the deck much quicker and the cards on the board will offer more options. But I did enjoy the solo mode, having said all that.
That's kind of sad that you have to play that.
Why?
That means you have no one to play with.
Well, more on the solo mode in a minute. Turns are quick and simple, since you're basically just playing a card, acquiring bonuses, and getting a new card, or you're managing your hand to, keep what you have. So there's not a lot of player interaction other than taking a card you think may benefit your opponent, but since hands are kept secret, there's no surefire way of knowing what they have unless you're paying attention to, you know, what they've been doing during the game.
Right, paying attention.
Like what you need to do, buddy. Redfurd. Redfurd.
Huh? Overboss?
The game is also easy to learn. The rulebook is well written with plenty of examples, and all the card abilities are printed on the cards themselves. So you're not going to have too much of a problem learning how to play the game. It's pretty straightforward. It's also highly replayable because of all the possible card combinations.
Possibilities.
Yes. Now don't be surprised that the scores are very high in this game, you know? Yeah, you're going to score in like the 200s, 300s.
What?
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Scores are pretty high. Now, I mentioned the solo mode a couple of times, and I just want to touch on it real quick. What?
You touched it a lot.
I did. Why are you touching me?
Oh, because it's sad.
Oh, well, maybe.
I don't feel bad for you, but...
So it's very easy to run the Automa in this game. The included solo rules explain everything nicely. The Automa cards do a great job of simulating an opponent's turn. And I like it because you don't have to focus on running a complicated AI.
AI? Jeez, Chief, they're coming.
Redfurd, calm down. I knew this was going to trigger him. Stop,
Chief,
stop. Hey, stop.
Chief, I need to get out of here.
It's okay.
Let me go. I need to run.
Are you back?
I don't know. Am I hacking into camera?
It's not that kind of AI.
Chief, we see your pimple.
It's not that kind of AI. So instead of trying to run a complicated bot. Yeah.
Like AI?
No. Stop. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Wait, I mean, in through your mouth, out through your mouth. So again, for the third time, instead of running something complicated, you can focus on your own moves and on trying to, plan your strategy and not have to worry about, complicated rules to run the
AI! I never trusted Siri.
So in the end, Red Rising is a game we enjoyed.
Hey! Come on, man.
Come to think of it, it has something in common with Redfurd.
It's amazing!
It may not be for everyone, but it works for me.
Chief.
All right, so if you enjoy this content, please remember to Redfurd, like, comment, and subscribe.
And Mr. Stegmaier.
Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we upload new content.
But don't hit us.
Don't hit us?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I've been hit before.
All right, Redfurd, I think that's all we got.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
All right. We just have one thing left.
We'll see you in the next one. Don't you put that. Don't you hide me. Come here!